Welcome to our Economic Development Community Outreach quarterly presentation. We have been transitioning from our previous regional format to provide a more full and complete assessment of our work throughout the state, and to incorporate additional opportunities for your teams to explore. Feel free to connect with your regional representatives to go over any project inquiries and details. The final slide has the latest contact information for our team, and we are eager to assist on the economic development work of our partners. As many of you already know, I am Kaina Pereira, Deputy Director for Business Investment Services, the Office of Permit Assistance, and the International Affairs and Trade Units of GO-Biz. I've had the distinct pleasure to meet and speak with many of you throughout my tenure, and will continue to be available to all of our partners for business engagement opportunities around the state. The agenda you see on the screen will cover some introductions to our teams and programs, critical updates on opportunities and programs for your companies and territories, as well as new and exciting communications coming out of our office. As we have done in our previous presentations, I am extremely pleased to introduce our newest member, a CCST Science and Technology Policy Fellow, Nikki Solstice. We are excited to have her on board and helping out on a number of initiatives from our office, even for the relatively short duration of her fellowship. Let's begin the meat of our quarterly update with a brief about Regions Rise Together. Initiated by Governor Gavin Newsom early on in the administration, this is an initiative that aims to further our inclusive economic development model by engaging in a Regions Up strategy. We have spent the past year traveling to the Inland Empire, Kern County, Fresno, northern San Joaquin County, the far northern part of our state and beyond, listening to Californians talk about their unique assets and challenges, and bringing those ideas back to Sacramento. Our budget is a reflection of those conversations. This governor's budget includes additional resources for the CalGOLD team to increase our capacity in collaborating with your organizations to begin executing this Regions Up inclusive economic development strategy. Our new positions will be located in inland Southern California, the Central Valley, the Central Coast, and the North State. This increased capacity will allow for more direct engagement and further relationship development between our office and yours, our incredible resource partners in territory. We are excited at the opportunity to continue to assist you in your efforts to provide the solutions that your citizens need. Next is a brief overview of the newly expanded capacity in our International Affairs and Trade Unit. Here's a highlight of what this unit is responsible for and how best to connect with us. As you can see on your screen, this team is responsible for export promotion through our STEP program and the recently announced California Export Training Network. This effort is aimed at providing resources and training for our California businesses who seek to enter other markets around the world. Our foreign investment attraction efforts work with the CalGOLD team for incentive navigation and site selection, marketing California as an investment destination, and FDI data analysis. Our increased capacity also includes 3 trade and investment representatives covering all global regions and newly formed trade and investment desks in target markets. If you would like more information on our International Affairs and Trade team, please subscribe to our monthly newsletter by going to our website, join our monthly EDO call covering various international topics, and follow us on Twitter. Next, we'll be turning it over to Isabel Guzman, our Director of the Office of Small Business Advocate, to go over the changes in her unit and what she's looking forward to producing for the state.
Thank you, Kaina. The Office of the Small Business Advocate helps support economic growth and innovation by working to ensure that California's small businesses and entrepreneurs have the information, tools, resources they need to plan, launch, manage, and grow their businesses successfully and be resilient as well. California is home to approximately 4 million small businesses, including startups and solopreneurs. Here in the Office of Governor Newsom, we are committed to ensuring California's economy works for everyone. And my office is focused on inclusive entrepreneurship, where small business owners and innovative startups have access to opportunity, regardless of zip code, gender, or race. We provide resources for small businesses, advocate on their behalf, and work to build resilience and disaster preparedness. You can discover our online resources, visit our website to talk to a specialist, and connect to local advisors. The Office of the Small Business Advocate also supports and manages several statewide programs to provide resources to help California small businesses and entrepreneurs thrive and to strengthen the ecosystems that support them. Through the Technical Assistance Expansion Program, TAPE, and the Capital Infusion Program, CIP, California has committed $100 million over 5 years to support a network of small business and entrepreneurship assistance centers with advisors who can provide one-on-one consulting and expert training workshops. On this slide, you'll see the map, which is available online as well, with a network of our centers. These are our boots on the ground, providing small businesses with the support they need. Feel free to contact us at any time to find a center closest to you or the businesses you're supporting. We recognize that California small businesses are critical drivers of economic growth and mobility, creating 2/3 of all net new jobs, building wealth, innovating to solve global problems, and defining future growth industries, as well as defining our main streets across our local communities. The Small Business Advocate serves to elevate their voices in state government and to advocate on their behalf to help ensure all aspiring and current small business owners and entrepreneurs are provided with the opportunity to access capital, access markets, and connect to the networks and resources that they need to succeed. GO-Biz and the Small Business Advocate launched the inaugural Entrepreneurship Task Force to serve as a working group to share ideas and solutions to propel forward California's next generation of innovative entrepreneurs and small businesses, and to ensure that all California startups and established firms have access to the resources to grow or scale. We have an impressive group of individuals listed here, and I encourage you to visit our website, check out their bios, and track us as we move forward through our 2020 initiatives. Please join us, share your experiences, and get involved as we launch our initiatives with the task force this year. It's an incredible honor to serve Governor Newsom as the Small Business Advocate, leading on small business and innovation. Even more so as I have the pleasure of working with talented individuals like my colleague, Caitlin Lewis, who's GO-Biz's Assistant Deputy Director for Communications, who will now talk more about our Made in California podcast.
Thanks, Isabel. So something we're really proud about here at GO-Biz, the Governor's Office of Business and Economic Development, is a podcast that we launched last year, 2019. And the reason behind the podcast is hearings only go so far. Videos and social media posts get into only so much detail and nuance. And most importantly, most of what we do is based on how we want to communicate to you, not on how you want to engage with us. And that's part of the reason behind the podcast, is to really get into the details of some of the initiatives and the programs that this administration, the Newsom administration, has started and will continue through the coming years, so that we can get into the details of them and really tell the stories behind these initiatives like Regions Rise Together. The podcast is hosted by Anish Raman, our head of strategy and external affairs. He was a former CNN reporter and Obama speechwriter, so listening to him is always fun. And really, we just introduce people to a number of different individuals from the administration and share their roles and what they're doing to help us all build a California for all. And now I am very proud to turn it over to my colleague Manjeet McCarthy on our permitting team to talk about our CalGOLD tool. Manjeet?
Thank you, Caitlin. CalGOLD is GO-Biz's online permit assistance tool that provides businesses the information they need to comply with environmental and other regulatory and permitting requirements. CalGOLD offers direct internet links and contact information to state, local, regional, federal permitting authorities. CalGOLD receives over 100,000 visits annually from over 100 different countries and all 50 states. Over 1,300 other websites have a link to CalGOLD, including many cities, counties, and service providers. GO-Biz is working to update this tool and is requesting communities to please review their permits-related information and permit department contacts to ensure that the information presented in CalGOLD is accurate. Now I would like to introduce you to Traylon Bradley for an update on opportunity zones, promise zones, and other local assistance tools.
Thank you, Manjeet. First, we will be talking about opportunity zones in California. Opportunity zones are a federal initiative and tax incentive. They are a means to attract new capital to be deployed into a community. They allow investors to defer, reduce, or eliminate federal taxes on their unrealized capital gains. There are 879 qualified census tracts in California in 57 of 58 counties. Census tracts cannot be changed, added, or subtracted. Opportunity zones are a tool for economic and business development. Communities are leading the charge in understanding and working with their opportunity zones, as well as pairing public tools with their opportunity zones. As seen in the example below, this community includes a transformative climate community with state grant funding and a local tax increment financing tool in an enhanced infrastructure financing district. There's also a promise zone, another federal program to support economic development. Opportunity zones are for businesses too. An investor can invest in a qualified opportunity zone business, and the final round of IRS regulations are business favorable. As seen in the example below, communities are looking to support innovation, entrepreneurship, and capital support for businesses located in their opportunity zones. Aside from the tax incentive, the federal government has completed over 190 actions in aligning federal programs with opportunity zones. These include actions such as preferential pointing, consideration, and alignment. Many of these can be seen on the federal website for opportunity zones at opportunityzones.hud.gov. Next is tax increment financing. Enhanced Infrastructure Financing Districts, or EIFDs, and Community Revitalization and Investment Authorities, or CREAs, were introduced by the legislature from 2014 to 2015, enabling a new model for financing infrastructure and economic development in California. The statutes authorize creation of districts by a local city or county. Special districts may also participate. There are additional tools, but the EIFD and the CREA are the most used tax increment financing tools for economic development following redevelopment. Below are some noted differences between an EIFD and a CREA. Below are also two communities, Laverne with a current EIFD and the community of Riverside with a CREA in development. The CREA is also located near the opportunity zones within the community. Tax increment financing is a good tool to pair with opportunity zone investment in shaping opportunity zone investment and pairing public and private financing. Tax increment financing can also be used to fund business programming and business support within a set district. Tax increment financing can fund infrastructure to support business development and site selection for businesses. Next, we will be talking about two grant programs that align and support both tax increment financing, opportunity zones, and local economic development. The Community Development Block Grant Program, or CDBG, out of the California Department of Housing and Community Development, or HCD, aims to improve the lives of low and moderate income residents through the creation and expansion of community and economic development opportunities. The HCD CDBG funds are only eligible for smaller communities in California. CDBG provides grant funding to support loans for businesses. CDBG also provides funding for planning and technical assistance in economic development. There's $30 million in 2020 funds, and the rounds close in April and May. Another funding opportunity at HCD is Local Early Action Planning, or LEAP. LEAP provides over-the-counter grants complemented with technical assistance to local governments for the preparation and adoption of planning documents and process improvements that support housing and community development. This can include planning for a tax increment financing tool with housing, such as an EIFD or a CREA, or supporting housing and mixed-use development within opportunity zones. Applications are due this July, and grants are available to communities ranging in size from $25,000 to $1.5 million. Additional support tools for opportunity zones, tax increment financing, and local economic development tools are available. If you have further interest, feel free to reach out directly through the contact information below. Now I'm going to turn it over to my colleague, Marie Davis, to share an update on California Competes and the CATFA program.
Hi everyone, my name's Marie and I'm here to talk to you today about the California Competes tax credit. As you probably already know, the benefit of the California Competes tax credit is a credit against the income tax due in California. The program is designed to incent job creation and investment that would not occur but for the credit. The program will be accepting applications from March 9th through the 30th. At least $73 million in credit will be available for award to applicant businesses. Webinars are scheduled for March 11th, 19th, and 24th and will cover program basics and how to apply. All this information is listed on their website, business.ca.gov/California Competes Tax Credit. We have another program update on the California Alternative Energy and Advanced Transportation Financing Authority, which we refer to as CATFA. It's a full sales and use tax exclusion program for advanced manufacturing, alternative energy, and advanced transportation. The program can allocate $100 million in exclusion each calendar year. Currently, the program has received applications in excess of that limit and is no longer accepting applications. There is a demand survey that would-be applicants can fill out. CATFA is tracking the unmet demand to inform future program decisions, and we encourage you to help elicit this feedback. Also, keep in mind that applicants that would like to be considered next year can start preparation on their applications this fall. And now I'm very happy to introduce my colleague, Diane Bancaro, who will speak about some other program updates.
Thank you, Marie. The Small Business Finance Center helps businesses create and retain jobs and encourages investment in low to moderate income communities. The California Small Business Loan Guarantee Program and Disaster Relief Loan Guarantee Program has a maximum guarantee of $1 million, which helps lenders provide loans to small businesses, farmers, and exporters that may not otherwise qualify if it were not for the guarantee. iBank partners with financial development corporations to guarantee loans up to 80% to encourage lenders to provide funds to small businesses. The funds can be used for a variety of reasons, including startup costs, new construction, inventory, working capital, export financing, franchise fees, business expansion, lines of credit, agriculture, and disaster relief. The new update is the California Capital Access Program. The update is on California Pollution Control Financing Authority's notice regarding the supplemental CalCap benefits in natural disaster areas and has been posted to the webpage. The credit enhancements offered by the authority for loans enrolled in the California Capital Access Loan Program are eligible for supplemental contributions for borrowers in all counties currently designated as severely affected communities due to a state of emergency declaration. Also included is the summary of CalCap programs. San Diego Gas and Electric has developed an energy discount through their economic development rate offering eligible businesses a greater opportunity to attract, retain, or expand their company operations within the San Diego gas and electric service territory instead of out of state. With the economic development rate, eligible businesses can receive a 12% discount on the electric portion of their monthly bill for a period of 5 years. The program is available until the 40 megawatt program is met. A qualified customer must sign an EDR agreement, and customers with a demand greater than 150 kilowatts will be subject to the review and approval of the California Governor's Office of Business and Economic Development. I'm now turning it over to Poonam Patel to wrap this presentation up.
Thank you, Diane. So to wrap things up, we really appreciate everyone's partnership thus far and encourage you all to engage with our team further. As already mentioned by Manjeet earlier, we are really looking forward to make it easier for businesses to understand their permitting requirements through our CalGOLD tool. Having an online tool like CalGOLD allows businesses to access general permitting information quickly. And as Manjeet already mentioned, the tool receives a significant amount of traffic, and we want to make sure your region's information is accurate and up to date. So please let us know if we need to update or add information to the tool. You can send those updates to calbiz@gobiz.ca.gov. Moving on, as part of our team's effort to assist with site selection, we are requesting that you please send us your updated RFI contacts. These contacts should be city, county, and EDC staff members who can assist the CalBiz team in the site selection process. The CalBiz team maintains a database of contacts already. We tried our best to update this tool, but as you can imagine, contacts are changing all the time. Please send us your updated list to our calbiz@gobiz.ca.gov email address as well to make sure we are reaching out to the right people at the appropriate time. Which brings me to the next ask. There are many RFIs that our team is working on. If you are seeking project updates, please email us and let us know what projects you are interested in receiving updates for. We are happy to provide you with updates on an individual basis. And now, moving on to a new update and request. In January of this year, GO-Biz launched a new website to better steer visitors through an array of different programs and services offered at the state. The new website also now provides visitors with information about leading industries in California. As part of a Phase 2 deliverable, GO-Biz is looking to highlight the different regions of California on our website. This will not just help stakeholders have a better understanding of the different economic opportunities across the state, but will also assist our team in doing a better job of assisting companies in their site selection efforts. We would like to ask the EDCs listening into this presentation to please send us your marketing and collateral materials that we can use to highlight with economic development opportunities and priorities in each of your areas. Materials can again be sent to our CalBiz email, calbiz@gobiz.ca.gov. And finally, last but not least, a friendly reminder about Census 2020, as we are now in spring. California leaders have invested $187.2 million towards a statewide outreach and communication campaign for Census 2020. We don't need to stress the importance to you all, but wanted to make sure you're aware of dates coming up. For the first time, community members will be able to respond online, by phone, as well as by mail. The California Complete Count Census 2020 team will be using data that the public has already provided to reduce follow-up visits, building an accurate address list, and automating their field operations, all while keeping information confidential and safe. Let's all do our part to ensure all Californians are counted so we can put those resources to good use here at home. Thank you all for listening in on this webinar. Feel free to reach out to any one of us on the team at calbiz@gobiz.ca.gov or individually. We appreciate any feedback on this new format of getting information out to the EDC community, and we look forward to having another webinar scheduled in June 2020.